Imagine turning your open house into a seamless, high-tech experience that impresses clients and captures every lead efficiently. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create an open house sign-in page on the Lofty CRM, customize your own questionnaire, and link it all directly together. But that's not all. I'm going to guide you through building eye-catching flyers, generating comprehensive property, neighborhood, and school reports, and finally, automating the entire process with Google Drive and email drips. So if you're ready to elevate your open house game and leave a lasting impression, stay tuned because this one's a game changer. Have you ever wondered how top agents are doubling their sales and saving multiple hours each week? Well, what if I told you the secret lies in AI? So check this out. I've got a free masterclass that'll change the way you do business. In the free masterclass, I'm going to show you how AI can totally transform your real estate business. Now imagine saving multiple hours every week, boosting your productivity, and skyrocketing your sales. With AI, you can automate your tasks, create engaging content, and close more deals effortlessly. This masterclass is packed with strategies that are going to change the game for you. And here's the best part. We're not just talking about theory. You're going to learn how to use ChatGPT to create SEO optimized blogs, write high converting ad copy, manage your calendar, and so much more. These are real tools that you can start using today. This course is brand new, but it's already the best in the industry. And we're giving you all the cutting edge strategies that you need to lead the pack. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below to register for this free masterclass. And don't miss out on this game changing opportunity. You can revolutionize your real estate business with AI. So register now and take the first step toward becoming a market leader. I'll see you in the masterclass. All right, guys, so here we are inside of Lofty, and we're going to go ahead and get this set up to start that open house. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the open house feature inside of Lofty, which is pretty cool because it's a sign-in sheet that you can put on a tablet, or you can actually have a QR code where somebody can scan it with their phone and fill out the information. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come over here to marketing, and we're going to come down to open house forms. And then we're going to click the questionnaires here. And you're going to see this one right here that says Adam's Open House. This will probably say default questionnaire for you. And then you should be able to come in here and click the edit. See, I can see other agents on my brokerage who have their open house forms, but we can't edit or delete those. So you're going to look for the one that says default where you can edit it. And you're going to click that edit button. And then that brings you in here where you can actually change the name of the questionnaire. So I changed it to Adam's Open House. I decided to put these questions in here. So you can add a question. You can do a plain text question or a multiple choice question. So for examples on what those are, here's a plain text question right here. I just go ahead and I can add these in, right? I can just click that and then it pops up on the bottom. If I want to drag it to a certain place inside the form, I can do that, right? If I want to get rid of it, I just hit the trash can there, right? So I've built this up with the, plain text question first for their first name, plain text question on the second one for their last name, their email, and their phone number. And the reason I do first name and last name is because I like the way it comes in cleaner and better into Lofty. Even though if you just haven't put the first name in there, Lofty should be able to organize that now too. Moving forward here, I have the question 5. I go into my multiple choice. So you can customize this to any question that you want. I like to get more information and provide value versus trying to be salesy. So I ask him what the first impression of the home is. Do they love it? Do they like it? Is it meh? Or is it not for me, right? So they can choose one of those. And then question 6 says, what brought you to the open house today? Are you just browsing, looking for a new home, might want to sell your home, a nosy neighbor, or are you an agent, right? So then we can select that and figure out where that lead's going to go when it comes into the database. And then we have 2 more questions here, which is what features are most important to you in a new home, which is like number of bedrooms, specific features, etc. Or are there any specific neighborhoods that you're interested in? I like to leave those as optional, but a serious buyer will fill this out. They'll answer these questions and we can tailor their search later on when we get home after they've filled out this form, right? And better yet, if they get on the website and start searching, it'll automatically apply those filters to their property alerts and start sending them houses that they want to see. So this is really, really awesome because the way that I use this in my open houses is I just say, hey guys, thanks for coming into the open house. Please sign in. If they give me any guff, I usually tell them, obviously the seller wants people to sign in, but I try to pass it off as getting value. Like, hey, if you sign into this form, you're going to get all of this information from signing up that you can go through while you're touring the house. So with that being said, let's go to the next step, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our listings. So if you have your own listing that you're holding open, this is going to be the process that you want to take. If you don't, then you're just going to type in the listing that you're holding open and you're going to select that. But here I've got my listing right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click manage listing. It's going to bring me into here where I can create an open house flyer, or I can even come in here and actually click the open house itself and get that set up. So the first things first is let's set the open house up itself. So what that looks like is we'll just click the edit button here. Since we selected my listing as the open house, it automatically puts this information in here, right? So if you don't see that down here because you haven't created an open house on the listing yet, you're just going to click this add button and it'll automatically pull it up as well. And then here's where we can select that questionnaire. So you're going to go through there and find the questionnaire that you just made and select that, okay? And then you don't need to share this with anybody unless you have a team, an agent that you're teaming up with. And then we want to send a welcome email to the registered leads, send a welcome text to the registered leads, or register the leads as team leads. We don't want them as team leads unless you're on a team and these are going to go to a team. But if they're your private leads that are coming through the open house, then uncheck that box. I also don't want to send a text, okay? I want to send them the welcome email because they're going to be expecting the email that I'm talking about. But this email that comes through is going to give them their password and their login, so that way they can search the website as well, right? So I tell them, like, you're going to get two emails. You're going to get a welcome email, which gives you access to my website, which is the most advanced and data stacking MLS out there, right? Like it's direct feed from the MLS, but we add a whole bunch of more data in there, neighborhood data, all that good stuff. So we give them the incentive to sign onto our website there. And then we also tell them that you're going to get an email that has all of the PDF downloads for the property listing itself, which is my flyer. And then we're going to send them the neighborhood guide and all the school information and stuff like that. So we've got the open house set up. You go ahead and click save. It's set right there. So now when we pull this open on our phone or on our tablet, it's going to look like this, okay? And you can scan with your camera to sign in, or you can fill in the form here. So my tablet will be sitting open on the counter like this, and I'll usually have this selected first, right? And I'll try to get them to fill it out on the tablet. If they don't want to fill it out on the tablet, I can say, oh, you can sign on with the QR code too as well. I'm gonna have them scan that and sign on. Some people might try to not sign in, so you might want to wait a minute and tell them that, hey, you really need to sign in for security purposes and to get that information, right? So what happens is once they fill this form out and they click submit, it's going to go into our Lofty, right? And it's going to have the tag of this address on that inside of Lofty. So what do we want to do then is we want to automatically have an email go out with all of this information we told them they're going to get. So how do we get them this information? Well, multiple ways. We can go over here and we can create the open house flyer for our listing. And Lofty will give us a couple of new designs. Otherwise, you can just add a new design yourself. But for what I'm going to do for simplicity's sakes, because I don't have time to design a whole flyer in front of you guys right now, I have one that's created through RPR, or Realtors Property Resource. So if you're a realtor, you should get this for free. If you're not a realtor, then you're going to have to find another way to do that. I'd probably use Lofty. But here at EXP, I'm a realtor, and this is absolutely the best way to get these reports. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to create reports. We're going to come over here. We're going to enter the address 11706. So what you're going to want to do is come down here, scroll down, see your listing right here. You can select that. If you're using somebody else's listing, you just type it up here in the location address and it'll find it for you. But right here, we've got my listing. So it's going to pull it up. It's going to pull up all of the data for it. Everything like that looks good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and create a report for it. And when I get to this section here, it shows that we can create a bunch of different reports. Well, what we're going to do is select this property flyer. And then you scroll down and you need to enter in your headline and all of that good stuff there. So that way it's all filled out properly, right? If you just go to click run report, it usually won't run because you hadn't previously filled it out. I did, in fact, previously fill this out. Not sure why it's not showing the information in there. So what you're going to come over here to do is you're going to select property flyer. It's going to look a lot like this. You can fill out some of the information and control what pictures you have on there. I already created this, but in case we wanted to customize it, this is what that would look like. Come over here, we can select which photo we want to put on there. And then you scroll down here, we've got the headline, you've got your description, and then you can hide some information if you want on there. When you're done there, you're going to just click report or run report. It's going to take a second and then that report will appear up here, right? So then we do it again. So after we click that, we run that report, we scroll down, okay? And then we go and we pick up the neighborhood report, right? And then we select that. Neighborhood report looks something like this. It's actually got some more pages involved in it. We're super cool, actually. So I'll show you guys a sample of that right now. So this is what it pulls up. This is just a sample, but this will have the neighborhood data for your open house in it, right? So it's showing everything, the people stats, the charts. It's showing the levels of education in the population, the ages, the demographics. It shows everything, unemployment rate, occupational categories, all of this stuff here that somebody may be interested in. And it's just something that I don't see a lot of realtors doing right now is you know, they're not supplying a lot of this information to people just for coming into an open house. So I like to give more value, give these people this information. So we give them that neighborhood report. Same thing there. You can customize it, come down here, click run report, and then you're good to go. And then lastly, what I want to do is I want to show you guys how we can get the school reports. So the school reports ask you to select a school. You're going to select each and every one of these, and then it's going to create a report that looks like this, right? So this is for my property listing, Stanley Lake High School. It's going to create the report for the high school, show the area boundary for the high school, kind of show some of the facts about the school, like the grades and community reviews and other schools that are around. So it really gives people a lot of information. So what I do is I package all this up into an email, and when they fill out my sign-in form, this is what they receive while they're walking through the house. So it provides a ton of value and it doesn't try to sell them. So how do we do this once we've got all of this stuff set up? Well, you're going to want to go into your Google Drive or wherever you want to store this, in your Dropbox or whatever. I created a folder for open houses, and then you're going to just create a folder for that address and then stick all of those reports in there. So I've got the flyer, the neighborhood report, and all 3 school reports. And this is what everybody gets as soon as they sign in. So you're going to go ahead and select that, go back to that original open house folder, click share, right? And then you're going to want to change this setting here and make sure it says anyone with the link. If it's left unrestricted, then it's going to remove access from everybody. So you do everyone with a link, go ahead and copy that link and then click done. All right, so now we have the link that we can share. So we're gonna go back to Lofty. We're gonna go into our marketing and we're gonna create a smart plan around this, okay? So you're gonna come into your smart plans. You're gonna click add new. You're gonna start a standard plan. You're gonna name the plan, you know, open house for whatever your address is, right? Okay. And then we're gonna go to leave the target lead type to buyer or seller. Okay. And then we're going to do an auto apply, but in order to get to the auto apply, you can click here or you can just click the trigger. So we're going to say when the lead is created and the tag for the lead is this tag right here, 11706 Chase Court, we want this to automatically start. So then you go over here and you toggle that on, and now it's on auto apply. Now we need to put the email in there that we're gonna send, okay? Right? So you can basically do this in ChatGPT if you want, or you can just write it out right here. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna link in that link to the drive there, right? So you can do one of two things. You can just leave the drive link like that. You can type out, like click here for the freebies or whatever for the documents, and what you'll do is you'll highlight that, click this link button, and then throw that URL in there, and then there it's linked, right? So now you can write your email around that, like, hey, thanks for touring the open house. Here is a link to a bunch of information that you can look over while you're going through the open house. Let me know if you have any questions. Something very simple like that, okay? So I'll show you what I did with mine real quick. This is mine right here. Basically, it just says, hey, first name, welcome to the open house at 11706 Chase Court. As you tour the property, please find the attached property flyer, neighborhood report, and school reports. And then I threw a bit.ly link in there. And then it says, feel free to refer to these documents as you explore the home. If you have any questions or need further assistance during your visit, I'm here to help. Enjoy your tour. So I'm not asking them if they're ready to buy a home. I'm not asking them if they have an agent. I'm not doing any of that. I'm trying to provide value while they go through the home, and then I'm going to spark that conversation up with them as they're coming through the end of the tour or while we're walking the home together. If it's not busy, I'll walk the home with them. I'll ask them questions. I'll get them qualified and go down that route. So once you do all this and set up in place, you are ready to go, and this is a game changer for open houses. All right, guys, if you found value in this video and you want more, comment AI and CRM below, and I'll send you guys access to my free masterclass where I show you how to duplicate your business and yourself inside of ChatGPT, basically creating an AI clone of yourself that you can use to create endless video content, plan for your business, and even respond to text messages and emails, all with just a couple of clicks of a button. This free training is absolutely epic and it's free. So comment below AI and CRM and I'll make sure you guys get in. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel if you want to get more awesome updates like this and stay up to date with AI in the real estate game. All right, guys, so stay tuned for more videos in the Getting Started with Lofty series, and we will see you soon.